how to mate. You have a king and queen, and your opponent has king. Would you know how to mate it?
Uh, don't. Well, if it's just you're saying just those the last three pieces on the board.
Exactly. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. So it's just you gotta push. You gotta use both of them and push their king to some corner.
But if you push it so much to the corner, maybe you can still mate your opponent, right?
Well, that's not good either. That's not good either. Which is it against just one of the like the back wall, like the back rank?
Uh, okay. No, no. That you know what? First of all, we
That's
once
just a
again
that's
have.
just a random question.
First of all, we have to remind all these people for how long I've been teaching in the past.
So yeah, so we started during COVID when I was absolutely like as green as you could get, other than playing like casually growing up. I never learned like I don't know. I never learned like how to, you know. Oh, see, I can't even remember. Like, I didn't know.
You don't even know what are you supposed to say.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. Yeah. Is that what you're saying? How to describe the board and note. Sorry, I know e-notations. That's one of the words that I didn't learn. Notations or
Okay.
e-notations?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, but and you know what? We definitely have to start from scratch,
Yeah.
which means that we once again have to remind yourself of some basic things, such as mate with the king and the queen against the king. I just have to make sure that you know how to do it.
Yeah, we can go through all those again.
Uh, Once again, to make sure that you know how to mate with the king and the rook against king.
Okay.
To remind yourself about the rule of the opposition. You know where the opposition appears in pawn endgames? And then I'd have to give you to warm you up a little bit with some tactics and positions. That's what I usually do with my students. And now you're officially, during the whole August, my student, and we got to make sure that you always appear and actually come to these lessons warmed up.
Yeah. I'm not warmed up
Yep.
today, and you can give me homework.
Uh, what do you mean homework? What are you going to do, and when are you going to do those homeworks?
Well, I'm saying in between our lessons, things that.
Wow, this sounds serious. This guy decided to become a chess monster.
So
Okay,
so here's one thing. We just went to Europe to 4 countries, and you didn't stop by and visit
I
one
couldn't.
of the four
I
countries.
I couldn't. I really have to apologize for that. Where have you been? You've been to Spain, France, Germany,
And England.
and England.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I have to apologize. I had to take my son to two tournaments because he just turned 9 and he's gonna be playing European Championship. So we just have to
That's amazing.
get serious.
That's
Get
amazing. So
serious
if
with
people
him.
don't know that Mayo like has a son that plays very good chess, you're being a good chess parent.
One day he's just turned 9.
Yeah.
He's 2000 chess.com. One day I just have to bring him here and to show you his skills. He's amazing. Seriously.
Well, I think lots of kids now are ridiculously amazing because they start really young and they can beat. I've seen the kids are beating GMs because they're really good.
He just beat up being like 9 years old, some 2350 guy from Slovenia. So it's good.
That's amazing.
But you know what is even more amazing? I played a tournament. There were like 500 people, 50 GMs. I tied for fourth, and amongst top 50, I was the oldest guy.
That's still impressive. Yeah, then that means like out of 496 people you destroyed.
Well, I tied for fourth, from fourth to 14th. So basically, but yeah, I actually played pretty good chess.
That's good.
So
I have
that's the
not done
thing.
any tournaments yet.
You're not supposed to
I'm not
yet
supposed to
because
yet.
we gotta work a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you set up the board only with the king, queen, and the king?
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's just see. Would you be able to mate?
You're
By the
asking me
way,
to. This
I
is.
don't
I
know.
have to like. I've been playing on my phone, so I have to. Do I have to make a custom?
Ah, that's what. No, no, no. Custom is to play against. Actually, let's do like that. Okay, no, no, no. Forget about it.
Remember, we used to just warm up by playing like I don't know, doing
Yeah, play
puzzles.
against
Just do
someone.
puzzles. Do puzzles. How about puzzles is a good warm up?
Let's go. Let's go. It's fantastic.
That used to be a better.
Let's go, guys. We're about to see Dylan.
Yep.
If you remember, during COVID, I was preparing this guy, coaching him a little bit. He was like complete beginner. I lost all my nerves. Ever since then, I'm taking blood pressure pills, and basically, right now my health is destroyed. But okay, I came back here, and I'm ready to take this challenge. So let's go.
Yeah, I'll just do survival for a minute.
Okay, let's go with it.
I pushed it. It's thinking.
Okay.
This will be the warm up. Okay.
The warm up. Let's go. You're about to see. They just said
The screen probably looks messed up, eh?
the screen is a little bit messed up. Yeah.
Is it messed up because of?
It's not formatted for this.
Oh, it's got it. It's a little too. I see it.
Because you're not playing a game anymore.
Oh, which changes it.
Yeah, this isn't gonna
One of
work.
my favorite students, Jovelic,
What happened
just
to that?
came in.
Well, this is why it's a
You're
test.
allowed.
This is why it's a test. This is test stream. And thank you, Nicola, for the 2,000 bits.
Alright,
Yep.
Nicola is the best. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Does it
What are
say
you
to make it
waiting
extra
for? The
small?
last move by Black was Rookie 8. Where are
The-
you looking at?
look at the screen, it's messed up because it's not set up for this.
Ah, okay.
Ooh, this is gonna be annoying.
And we'll just play games then. If it's good. We can just play games. Then.
He's right. If he's got a problem to set it up, we can go and play some games. Ledbridge just said really nice. Pretty much whenever you're not playing games, go into full screen mode.
Oh, wait.
Mayo is gone. I'm gone, buddy.
Of course you're gone.
I don't know. Somebody told me that I Now you're gone. Now I'm gone.
Hello, Apex Monkey.
Where is Maynard Monkey? I haven't seen that guy in a while. Also, what's happening with all these friends from Tulum? Okay, I can see here Nicola. I spoke today with
So
Nil.
Dylan, when you guys go back to playing games, click Bill Mile 2023. When you're back to playing games. So the screen you're on is good,
Yeah.
but if you ever move back to just playing a Blitz game, previous board, click this.
Okay, so leave this on for
This is on
simple. Those are going to be the two. So
Yeah.
it's going to be either
Yeah.
for
for playing Dill
playing,
Mile,
yeah.
otherwise you're on the right one. It's
Okay.
called Show Browser.
Okay. Okay, we'll try that.
Yep.
Oh, does this have to be in full screen? This side. Can this just be smaller?
Yeah.
By the way, I can see all the.
I'm gonna, like, push it. Oh, yeah,
Somebody said
perfect.
today's lesson
Yep.
is about how to set up scenes for streaming. Yes, he's right about that. Let's go, buddy. Last move by Black was Rookie 8. What are you going to do
Okay.
now?
Technical difficulty over. Do.
It's a rare, my good friend from Tulum, Mexico. Let's go this year as well.
Hello, shirts are rare. Okay, let's see.
And big greetings for Nicolas Stoishin. Let's go, Dylan.
Okay.
Oh,
I gotta start.
Dylan is taking. Look at this monster. Look at this chess monster. Oh, fantastic job. Let's go once again. First, you look at checks, then you look at captures, then you look at forcing lines. Don't forget about that, okay? Wow, Dylan, I'm impressed. You've never played so good, man. You're black now. You're black. You're not white.
I believe it's just that. He can't go anywhere.
Mate in 1. You're black. Monster, Dylan. Wow, we like it so much. Congratulations, buddy. Wow, you're 4 out of 4 without mistake. First, you look at checks, then you look at captures, then you look at a forcing lines. Check. Nice. For example, take a look at this one. You can take by bishop, you can take by queen. Now you have to decide which one is better.
It's this one.
But for example,
It was by the queen.
Wait a sec, man. Just give yourself a
time.
moment to think.
Yeah.
Discuss with me. Slow down a little bit.
Okay. That was I actually should not have. I don't start messing up often until it hits around like 900 or 1,000, and then I'll.
I know, but stop for a moment. We gotta discuss these positions.
Okay.
Opportunities. This is like, I don't know, this is survival, which means you have time.
So this
basically-
is an easy one because yeah, I gotta get the practice of talking what I'm doing. This is easy because I gotta get my lingo back.
Exactly.
Chess lingo.
Regular. Yeah.
I listen to it nonstop every day, but and then I use this, and then it's all protected.
Nice. You look at checks, then you look at captures, then you look at the forcing lines or threats. Okay. So you're pinned, your king is in danger, everything looks so bad for white, but all of a sudden, because you use the thinking process, you know that you should be looking first for what?
Well, for checks. But there's 2. I'm just trying to decide the
What did you say? What are you supposed to look at first?
checks. So check.
Yeah, exactly. So look, do you have any good check here?
Well, it's either the queen or the rook.
How can you move the rook if the king is pinned? What are you talking about?
Oh, never
He's
mind.
going
Then
to
it's
take
the
your
king.
king. Of course it is. Nice.
Right.
Don't rush. I see that you're chaotically and randomly going with your mouse like I want to move here, I want to move there.
But it should
Stop
be
for
this.
a moment.
It should be this. It should be this.
Exactly. So you go with g4 and you checkmate him. That's a nice one.
Wait to move. The queen's in good position. This is protected. So
Fantastic. Oh, Dylan, you improved, buddy. Eric wasn't fair when he told me yesterday that you made an illegal move.
well, I probably did, but I don't remember what game he's talking about because I've done it a couple times.
Okay, now concentrate, please. Take your time. Don't rush and don't make the very first move you look at. You know the thinking process that I explained you. Hmm?
Ah,
Nice, nice. That's a good boy. Good boy you are.
it's always easier. So my issue with like when you play over the board is that I miss the corners because the board is like just bigger to look at as opposed to looking at the screen. So that's how I mess up a lot on over the board practicing because I'm not. I just like I literally don't even stare at one corner. Like I'm not even. I miss a lot. Easier
How
to
can
miss
we
up.
solve how can we solve that problem? I mean, missing the corners. I never heard of that expression, but okay, I know what you're actually.
Visually, yeah, visually I'm missing.
I know what you're talking about. So visually, we gotta solve that. Nice. You look at checks. You make sure that if it works. So, mhm.
What to move?
But you're doing good, to be honest. You actually had lots of problems with the basic things in the past. Now,
Well,
now
some things are
you.
definitely a little more. Oh, this is easy.
You see, that's my boy.
Like
Let's
I
go.
can see things without having to. Like I go with my instinct more now because I just
Let's go.
chess is I feel I because it is repetition. So the more you do it, the more things are just.
For example, this one. Do you know how do you think here? I remember there was a famous YouTube video with me and you, something similar like
Hmm?
this, and you made a terrible move, uh, which for that time was pretty classic thing. But the thing is, do you know how do you have to think about this position? Can I push my pawn
Hmm?
like h5? What is he going to do?
So
And I'm
yeah,
just saying,
I can't. I shouldn't push it because I have like he's gonna take it,
and then
and
when you push it again, and then when you push it again,
what do you mean push it again? Push what? If I push this pawn on G,
no, man, but buddy. Oh, wait a sec.
what are you
You're.
talking?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I thought you were white.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No, I'm black.
Oh,
You're like I'm like. Of course,
oh,
there's lots of things to push. That's the.
oh my goodness. I should actually take chess lessons from you. I didn't even know that you're supposed to be black in this one. Okay, go for this one. I believe that even Ledbury Chess uh, made a mistake about this one. He said this is kind of hard. I believe that he also thought that it's white to move. Okay.
So my instinct is to number one, take the horse seat, and then push the pawn.
Take the horsey. I love it.
Take the horse seat, and then. Oh no! Ooh.
He promoted the lady.
So I think I should take the queen
Of
first.
course, you should
Yeah.
take. If you can take the queen with the bishop, you should never
Yeah.
miss a chance to
Yeah,
do it.
don't miss that opportunity. And then now I push.
And now you push, you promote what? Queen. And unfortunately, they just stopped there. I'm pretty sure you would have problems winning that position, but okay, we're gonna practice that as well.
Because I would have been they have still no. But I don't know. But it's not on the board, so I don't want to talk about it. It's hard to talk about. It's not in front of me.
You're black in this position. Did you know that?
I do now. So
So now you use the thinking process that I taught you. What are you doing with your mouse? I mean,
I don't know. I'm thinking about what I'm.
No, I've noticed that you don't know what are you doing, but I'm actually trying to figure out your thinking process here. So can you let me know what should you do here?
So my thinking process is either I don't have a easy check. Like my check would be I move.
What do you mean you don't have an easy check?
Well, no, okay.
We're
So
not-
I have to move the bishop. Sorry, not the.
Do you have any discover check or not? You don't have an easy check. I like your.
Well,
phrase.
this makes it this makes it a check, and then I'm also attacking the queen.
Wow, Dylan. Never been so good, man.
See, you know, it's still that was a 940. Like, you know, now it might get a little iffy. But I haven't played in at least a couple weeks puzzles. At least it's been weeks.
Neil is here, my buddy from Mexico. We both got COVID at that moment, so we were sharing the same room.
Oh, is Neil? Where is he?
Neil is there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's there.
Hello, the lab.
The guy who was sleeping on the table 2 nights in a row.
I know that. I'm
I
trying
just
to.
woke up in the morning and somebody was sleeping on the table.
I'm gonna pause and say that is a really funny thing. So in Tulum, when we had our chess camp, there was like these giant like wooden tables in the living room that we were supposed to eat, but we never ate meals on them. And then literally Neil is like it's like he's got a little pillow or even just a shirt, like just sleeping on top of it was so funny. And then there was construction, literally construction every day. So we would be up because we're obviously partying all night, dancing, and then we would wake up with jackhammers, like jackhammer and drills, like all day long. It would be shaking the house. That would be how we tried to sleep in the daytime. It was rough.
Yeah,
It was
that's
rough.
a good point. And you were the one who was the best one who would get hooked with the girls and to be in touch with them for our group. So I just have to give you like big compliments
Wait,
for that.
what about the girls? What happened? Like talking. What about the girls? I
What
didn't hear
about the girls?
I didn't hear what you said. You said something about the
I mean,
girls.
you were the best one from the whole group who would start talking to girls in front of the group, and then we would just hook up really easily and have like an easy communication with them.
Yeah, I can be a good. I'm a good wingman. I'm a good wingman.
You're a wingman.
I'm a
You're a
good-
perfect wingman. It's far from being good. Okay.
I think some of the
So-
chess bras are afraid of girls. They're not good at talking to them, but I'm not afraid to talk to girls.
Hanson was silent all the time, so basically,
He was. Okay, black to move.
let's see this one. This one is a little bit, but not much, a little bit more difficult than usual.
Well, I have to really move the queen because it's in a bad position.
And where are you going to move this queen? I mean, stop for a moment. When you make it, when you come up with a check or come up with a move, you gotta know why are you doing it.
Yeah.
So what's the point of placing the queen to a2 or placing that queen on a4? I mean, what's the difference? You gotta.
So I'm trying to think, what is the difference? So if I put it on A2, when he moves the king, then I could kill then I would get his queen.
Nice. That's fantastic. That's a great thing. And now, all of a sudden, he comes up with check. He's about to mate you, and you say, "Okay, this is not a difficult position. I only have one move.
So
I
have
mean,
to
one
move it.
good move."
Oh, well, this is the only thing I can do.
But then you would get mated, buddy.
Oh yeah, because he would drop the rook down. He would drop the rook down.
You would lose being up a queen, and that's crazy. I mean, I probably would once again lose all my nerves.
So why not just block it like this? Wait.
Welcome to
But I'm
the
in check.
stream
But I'm
where
in
I'm
check.
trying to teach this guy how to play chess. Do you remember that in the beginning of this session, testing session and lecture, I asked him, do you know how to move your knights? And he said yes. Oh my goodness.
I had to look
That
at
was
your I
terrible.
had to look at your face to see if it would like
But that
blank.
was
That's
terrible. That was terrible, actually. Oof. I can't believe you couldn't find that one.
I don't think I've actually done that puzzle before. Like I can remember. Let's see.
Your queen is
Under attack.
the attack. Yeah. So stop. So you're not looking first and how to move the queen. Thinking process always has to be the same. Do I have any good check? Do I have any capture if not check? Do I have any forcing line or threat in case I don't have it? Forcing line would be removing the queen, but that has to be the third stage in your thinking process. There are 2 stages before that. Dylan, I gotta.
The queen either has. So these are my thoughts. So the queen is either gonna go to e5, either move it here, and then I don't know what's next. And then I would maybe move it up here, or just move the queen over here, or here. I don't know.
Just a moment. I'm just looking for.
There's lots of options.
Somebody asked me for.
Is someone asking for a shot of your Jim Beam? What are you drinking?
No.
What is that? What are you drinking?
I don't know, some national drink,
Okay.
but pretty tough one.
A national drink. Vodka?
It's called rakia, not vodka. I'm not a Russian,
Okay.
so it's rakia.
Is it what's it distilled with? Or how it like is it a wheat or a potato or a
It's from. I don't even know what am I drinking. It's beer. It's beer.
Oh, it's beer. Okay, well.
Yeah. But it's extremely tough one and extremely strong one. And for example, you get 3 like this and you can get any girl you like, man.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. That's the point.
The point is you need to have 3 of those and then you get the girl. What if you have 4?
Yeah, I'm gonna get 6 so I can get 2 girls.
You just double them up. Okay.
Oh well, we'll see. So look at this one. You see, well said. Nil said, these are the tips we need. Thanks, Coach Maya. Yeah, he's right. He's actually appreciate these advices. You look at checks, you look at captures, you look at forcing lines.
Okay,
There's
so
nothing else.
I've looked at the checks. There's no check.
There are no checks.
Okay,
right?
so captures.
So wait a sec. What are you talking about?
There is
What
what do you mean?
But you just said there are no checks. You have bishop. Stop. You said there are no checks, and for example, you have bishop c5 takes on e3.
But this is
check.
this is a check.
And you have bishop takes a3 with checks. So you have 2 checks, and you literally just said I don't have any checks. I mean, what are we talking about here? When a piece goes after the king, it's called check in chess. Understand that one?
Shocker.
By the way,
Yeah.
queen can even take the rook.
That's right.
It's a 3rd check.
No,
And
no,
the
I
queen
know.
can-
Correct. But then it would get eaten very quickly by the other rook or the queen. So that's not a good check.
It doesn't matter. You said you have no checks.
Okay, I misspoken.
Okay.
I misspoke.
Okay.
That's the...
Unless you're being honest. Okay, so let's go. So what are you doing here?
So I'm gonna do this, and then he's forced to. Try it. And then I would
And
just...
then you should take your time. Learn to take your time. This is survival. You have lots of time to think about it.
I think it's this.
It's that.
Yeah, it's this. And then it's this. There we go.
Nice.
There we go. There we
Nice.
go.
Old Dylan. Oh, this is position for you. This is position for you. I love it so much. And let's see, would you be able to find this solution?
Okay, black to move.
It's black to move. Take your time. Once again, use the thinking process I told you about. And by the way, I believe we're just warming up pretty good, and that you can even play the game by yourself, where you just have to constantly keep on developing pieces and take control of the center. But forget about that. Let's go with this one.
There's a lot to do. I don't know.
There's a lot to do, of course.
Yeah. So, yeah, to go through the thinking process, there are no checks this time except one. There is one check.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where is that check? Where is that check?
I can move the knight to f3. That's a check.
That is also check, right?
That's a check.
And by the way, can you move that knight to e2? I'm just asking, just for a friend.
I could, but yes.
So
yes.
you have
I
two checks. You have two checks. So you're literally lying to me. You said I have no checks except one, and then we've just realized you have two checks. But okay, knight e2. You don't want to. Just two. Okay, you don't want to give up your knight for nothing on e2. What about knight takes f3? Do you like to exchange pieces?
I do like to exchange pieces, but what's the point right now? What would be the point?
I mean, you're the one who's gonna answer me on questions. I'm not supposed to answer any of your questions, right?
So that is an exchange. So it's knight for knight, and then that opens up this area. Let's try that.
I'm just asking, for example, if you take on f3, how is he going to recapture? I'm just asking, so don't make a move.
So
how is he going to recapture?
So his two options for recapturing are the queen, or he's gonna move the pawn. But it's highly likely he's not gonna move the pawn because that's gonna open up his protected wall.
Nice. Protected wall, we call it like the defense around the king and the pawn structure,
yeah.
Right? Nice. That was a very good comment. So if you take on f3, he's gonna be taking by queen, right?
Yep.
And without moving pieces.
Yep.
Without moving pieces. Can you possibly visualize if in that position when you take on f3 and queen recaptures on f3, do you have anything there?
No.
This is what we call visualization in chess.
Well, the next.
So you gotta.
Yeah, the only other piece that I can take right away is just this pawn. The pawn, that's the only automatic piece that I can take right away. Because if the queen moves down, if the queen moves down to f3, I can't capture the queen, so it sits there, and the only pawn available is this. But I can attack the queen after taking the pawn after it's sitting there.
That was a pretty good commentary, but wait a sec. If you play knight takes f3 and here recaptures by queen, there is something else apart from capturing on e4 possible as well there. But I don't want you, people constantly keep saying in the chat room, make it. No, I want to see if Dylan can visualize that. So let's go. You take by knight on f3, but don't do it. I said don't do it.
Yeah.
I said let's practice visualization.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
knight takes on f3.
Knight takes on f3.
Queen takes f3.
Yeah.
And now, can you visualize if you had anything in that position?
I could move my bishop. And I could attack up here, which is pointless.
Which is pointless. Good.
Yeah.
What else?
I can... I don't know. Like other than the thing that I talked about, which is the pawn, like the d5 pawn taking the other pawn.
Let me just help you like this.
Yeah.
When you took by knight on f3,
Yep.
you've just vacated one square. Which square we're talking about? Maybe you cannot visualize it easily. Maybe you still think that the knight is standing on d4.
What did I open up? What space did I open up? I opened up. Okay, I see. Okay, so I opened up. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know. I think that's too much visualization. I can't look past the.
Okay, let's go for a move. But in that case, you gotta practice this one because
That's
it's not
okay.
gonna be easy. Because in life, we just have to predict sometimes moves, not only of our opponents, but friends, our enemies. We also have to be able to...
This computer.
This computer. So let's go. Knight takes f3. Knight takes f3. Go. Queen takes f3. Would you be able to now do it?
So
take your time. Don't randomly, like circle with that mouse like a crazy person. So just calm down and say, Maya, I like to do this because of that. So let's go with that.
Okay, so
You're literally holding the knight that can only have
So I can push. I could push this pawn and attack both of these. I could push the pawn on the d4 and put it here.
Oh, someone is waking up. Do you know how do we call that?
It's not a fork, is it?
It's a fork.
This is a fork.
Congratulations! You just won a piece, either knight or the bishop, and that's a great job. Now you deserve one rakia, national Serbian drink.
So it wasn't. That wasn't. I thought it was a king attack. Okay, that was just a game. Okay.
Last move by black was rook a7. He wants to mate you on b7, but his problem is that it's black's turn in this position. So let's go. This is not an easy one. Once again, you just have to visualize a lot. Once again, you have to start thinking with checks. Once again, you have to go and predict a couple of moves in advance. So let's go. Take your time. Guys, I just have to once again let you know, welcome back to August regular streams on Fridays. I'm going to be doing these coaching sessions with Dylan. You just have to...
Yeah, this is the test warm-up, January. We're at the end of the month.
This is the test warm-up. That's right. Also, we just have to say that Dylan was complete beginner and patzer like a couple years ago when we used to do this. Now you can see he's a lot better. He's seeing mates. He's doing lots of nice things. In the meantime, we actually were in camp in Mexico. We were actually doing like pretty good even in Paris there. If you remember, we played some chess. Hand and Brain, I believe, right?
And for pairs. Yeah. For pairs and Toulouse. Yeah.
That's the thing. So you improved a lot. I really have to say that.
And I made a couple like surprise, not brilliant, but very good moves. Right?
You did make some really strong moves even tonight. I really have to say that just like before, your hair is looking extremely good. We like it.
Thank you. It was freshly washed today. Yeah. I washed my
just
hair. I
like
washed my hair for you,
you
Mayo. I
put a
washed my.
conditioner in it.
I
I could
did.
see it.
I did.
I could see it. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. And you know what? You saved my nerves. You saved my nerves, which is good because I'm not losing my patience and nerves like I used to lose in the past. So it's
Not
good.
yet, but in a real game, then the pressure's on, and then I'll make things that you can get mad at. But I wanted, this is the first stream, so it's a good thing that you can just see how my brain is thinking.
Your brain, in terms of chess, improved a lot, and I'm proud of you.
There.
Let's go.
This goes
Thinking process. You know what the thinking process is. Your thinking process always begins with checks. If you don't have any good checks, you go for captures. And by the way, I keep repeating the same things over and over for the people in chat rooms, so they can also learn how to, like process their thinking in their games. And by the way, that's the educational part of this one. So not just fun, but also education. Let me just see. Mate, somebody said mate in 4.
Someone's gonna learn something from this. Hopefully me too.
Definitely.
And the more I'm good at learning, the more I talk. If you talk about things, visual, talking, what's the other one? And then tactile, because we're moving them out. So in this position, this rook on H is in a good spot, I think. So I don't want to touch it. The queen, if I move I think I have to move the queen. This is really what it's either move the queen or I move this pawn up to block their queen. How does that sound?
To be honest with you, I was just writing some message, so I didn't hear it. Can you repeat it again?
So the thing that a good option or a option is I move the pawn up on A4, and that blocks White's queen, and then also threatens the pawn.
And I just have to ask you, are you the only person in the game who makes a move? Does your opponent exist during the game as well?
Well, there's some very dangerous.
Let's imagine the following situation.
I've pinned that pawn is pinned. This pawn is pinned because of this.
Let's imagine you push that pawn forward and you play f3. It's White to move. How is White supposed to think in that position? So you're not playing ghosts. You're not playing ghosts in your games. So you're playing opponents. They also make some moves. Imagine you play f3. I'm not saying do the f3. Okay. So imagine you play f3.
So if I move f3, the opponent's two options are the rook or the queen. Those are the two options.
And what would he do?
Move the rook or the queen.
And what should he do?
He wouldn't move the queen, he would move the rook first.
Which rook? There are two rooks on the board.
He would move this rook.
And where should he move that rook?
He would kill the pawn.
And then you would do what?
I could take the rook with my queen.
Oh my goodness.
But then he would take the queen back. His queen would also eat my queen.
Just a moment. If you push your pawn forward to f3, right?
Yeah.
Now take the white pieces. Positions changed, right?
Where are you going with this?
imagine black played f3,
Okay.
position change,
Okay.
right? So if the
Got it.
position changes, in that case, it's white's turn. And once again, you gotta use the thinking process. Now it's white, the one who has to go for checks, captures, forcing lines. And what is white going to do?
Oh, you're saying white's gonna check me. White's gonna check me.
I'm saying that, of course I'm saying that, but I believe I keep repeating that for an hour and a half now.
But you're saying don't give the opponent the chance to check me. Right? That's what you're saying? Don't give the opponent. I'm so lost, man. This is, I'm totally lost. It's like hurting my head, right? This is like
Oh my. Oh. No. I'm saying, what would you play with the black pieces? Forget about it. I'm losing my mind. Oh, this is happening. But
okay.
the nightmare begins again.
Yeah. So I move the black pawn to f3.
Do you know what am I telling you? The whole night, I believe that the people in chat room hate me because I believe I repeated it for 26,000 times tonight. Checks, captures, forcing lines.
Yeah.
It's very interesting that you came up with f3, which is a forcing line. It's not check, it's not capture. You have few checks, you have few captures, and you came up with the forcing line. Nobody knows how, nobody knows why. And then I said, if the position changes, and definitely when you push your pawn to f3, position changes, then your opponent should be the one who's gonna take the same thinking process. And he
Right.
should say, okay, now it's my turn. If I listen to that crazy coach and guy Maya, he said, start your thinking process with checks. And then queen d5 takes on b7, king goes to d8, queen goes to b8, and it's called checkmate in chess. Understand that?
Yeah. So you're saying their queen would automatically go to, let's say, c5. Like, you're saying that if I move the pawn up, the white queen is going to move over to c5.
When
that's
did I
bad.
say that the queen goes on c5? Please, when did
No,
I
I'm
say
saying
that?
I said it. I'm saying I don't want to give my opponent the opportunity to check
But I
me.
said that the queen will go on b7 and he's gonna mate you. Yeah. Okay, forget about this one.
Okay.
Let's forget about this very ugly episode of this forcing lines and moves. It's black to move.
Yeah.
You have to start with some checks. Do you have any good checks? That's my question. If not, go on the second stage and go and procedure with captures.
Holy!
Then if you
oh
don't
my
have
god!
captures,
I literally just got it. That was so. I can't believe I've wasted so much time. Okay, I got it. It's this. That was so painful. I can't believe that was so
But
painful.
But it's not only about that. First of all, you have to see what do you get
Jeez,
with that check.
so painful.
Yeah, now
That
you
was so
understand how
painful.
do I feel when we do these sessions.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you
Oh,
for
God.
feeling like me at least for a
I know.
second.
Yeah, that was
Let's go.
painful. So, whew.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so well, technically I want to check again. And that's going to push him
Nice.
here.
Nice.
That's going to push him here.
And now, yes, and now you put the king into the center. Now once again, you won't think about, I don't know, capturing on g2 or doing some random moves. Once again, you think of checks. Fantastic, nice. And now let's finish this guy off and say, yes, that's nice, Dylan. Congratulations, fantastic, great job. You're my hero.
That's
You're
right.
my idol. I
Okay.
want to play chess like you. That's
Okay.
what we want. Nice. Congratulations, man. That's
Okay.
fantastic. You found mate in 4, man. You found mate in 4.
Air conditioning isn't strong enough for that last game. Yeah. It was okay.
That was good. That was
That
good.
was
I like.
painful. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. That was.
It was painful, but at least you found it. And by the way, you didn't see that if you played that stupid move f3 that you suggested 25 times before that, he could have made it on b7, and that's what I insisted on all the time. If you don't go with check, your opponent has to think of
Yeah.
check. But okay, forget
Yeah.
about it. Let's go with this
Yeah. Noted. Noted.
one. Nice.
Okay. So black to move. Let's see.
Your opponent has just played rook a2 b1. What is he threatening with rook a b1?
He's threatening my king.
Your king.
Yeah. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
He's threatening.
So he's threatening your queen. And what are you doing to do? What are you going to do now?
Well, I could threaten his queen back.
And then if he takes,
I take back, and then I win a queen.
nice. No, you don't win a queen. You win a piece.
Just a piece.
You win the queen back, but
Yeah.
you basically win a piece.
I win a piece. Correct.
Nice.
So it's-
nice.
Tradesies. Trade.
Nice. You're just really looks a lot better than before. Seriously speaking, we couldn't imagine you find like first 5, I don't know, tactical things and puzzles in the past, but now you do it 20. This is really something. And for those who don't know you, this is a big improvement, and Dylan has improved a lot.
Yeah.
So
A
not
little,
only
a little.
not only his hair is looking good, his chest is looking a lot better than before.
Thank you, Mile. Thank you, Mile. I don't mind you yelling at me as long as it's for the right reasons, and I don't want to make
For
you too.
good purposes. For good purposes.
Yeah.
You know that I'm yelling for the best. For your own good, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's what a coach is supposed to do, isn't it? Isn't that the purpose?
Well, if he's from Balkan, from Europe, then yes. If he's from Canada or United States, those coaches are very calm. Nice. You came up with check.
And I think I do it again, right? I do it
Nice.
again. That's it.
Nice. Right, you're doing great.
White to move. Well, I'm
Take
in.
your time.
Wait,
And take your time because
I have to.
This
I
is
have to move the queen because it's being attacked.
this is especially take your time because this is especially interesting and a little bit more difficult situation because you have so many possibilities for checks. And basically now we just have to see which one should you go for, because yes, he's just attacking your queen, but you have a couple of possibilities for check. So let's go.
Like this.
I'd like to.
I think I like this. I like this rook moving because.
Let me just before you make it. That's the
Yeah.
best move. Congratulations. Before you make it, I want to explain you something. For example, at first you said I gotta move my queen because it's under the attack, and in a way, partly you were right. But
Yeah.
if you had a chance in game to come up, for example, with another piece and to join the attack, just like in this position you can do with a rook, you should never miss a chance, because that's how we multiply our chances to mate our opponent to go with the smoother or way better attacks, or to simply join with all our pieces into, like into the attacking mode.
Yep.
Congratulations, Rook H7. Congratulations for finding that one, for thinking about this move. That's a great job. As somebody said, as we say, bring the boys in. He's right. Bring the boys in.
What does that mean? Bring the boys in.
Means,
Like people like baseball. Like bring the, I don't know, bring the boys in like in a baseball.
He wants to say bring as many pieces as possible into the attack.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Bring the boys in, buddy.
So I think I have to move my queen here. This is a definite moving queen. So I can move my queen here, attack again. I think this is my move where I keep the king on the run.
Nice, congratulations.
And then I'm gonna just, so my rook is protecting this line, so then I just move the queen up and he's gone.
Fantastic. Dylan, this is really nice. I'm proud of you. Oh, this is nice one. For example, in order to become at some point way more dangerous for your opponents, way better in terms of finding tactics, you gotta be familiar with so-called mating patterns. The following one is a mating pattern.
Okay.
And it's pretty easy one for those who are familiar with the basic tactics. For those who don't know what are they looking for, this is pretty difficult one. I'm gonna give you a hint here. It's called clearing in chess. You gotta, or kind of.
I have never heard that term clearing before.
Clearing.
Clearing.
You clear. You actually get rid of something to be able to bring another piece on that square.
Yep.
For some reason, for some purposes, or whatever, right? But by the way, now I just told you and explained you this clearing. There is also a thing that is called enticing, but I'm not going to come up with all these expressions because without proper thinking process, they mean nothing to anyone. So let me just tell you this one. In every single move, in every single position, you gotta use the thinking process. If you use the proper thinking process, you'd be able to find the proper idea here. So his last move was 97, and thinking process begins how?
Yeah. There's one check I can make, but it's not a good check. So I could move the rook up.
Where? How many checks do you have in this position?
So from what I see, I only have one check.
And
so
about
rook,
which check are we talking
but
about?
that's rook to h8.
To give up that rook for free on h8. And let me just tell you one more thing. I never give my students, like I always tell them, if you come up with a move like that, always look for one more move, maybe something's gonna show up. If not, you immediately forget about that line. So you said rook h8, king h8, can you look possibly for one more move? Maybe something's gonna show up. I'm waiting. Dylan,
I don't know another good another good thing to move. Like,
do you know why you don't know? Because you have problems with visualization. You just
well, I think it takes time. Yeah, that definitely, it takes time to learn to watch.
Takes time not only to learn that, to be able to visualize something. It's not an easy thing. I know that. So, but wait a sec. You
Because
still haven't told me.
I haven't told you which. Another possible move, like I can move my rook up. I could move the knight, but that's like I can move the knight, let's say to h7, but that then it threatens the rook.
But wait a sec. I've been talking about. I'm still talking about that move, rook to h8.
Okay.
Because we gotta give up on that move if it doesn't work.
Correct.
But there is something else in this position. You play rook h8, you give check, he takes by king, you clear up the h5 square for maybe some other piece to be able to bring it there.
The queen.
And why would you bring the queen there? What's
Because
the point
that
of
opens up the space, and then that opens up that space.
Okay, and what if you bring the queen to h5? What's happening in that case?
Well, I'm gonna check him because the knight is gonna basically.
And then what is he going to play?
Well, if he checks me first, wouldn't he just drop down and check me?
But you gave him check, man. You said rook h8,
Okay.
king h8, queen h5 check.
So okay, I gotta visualize
How
this.
can he play check if he's under the check?
Okay, so this is a visualize. Okay, so I check him.
Yeah, but don't make the move.
I know. I check him.
Okay. He takes.
He takes it. He's now in the H file.
Mm-hmm.
So then I move my queen. I check him again.
I love it.
He has to move back, and then I move my queen to h7, and then he's toast.
Amazing. You visualized for the first time in your life 3 moves in a row. Fantastic.
Well, it takes. Yeah.
But takes, of course, this is the game of chess. This is not something, I don't know.
And then this.
Of course it takes time. What do you mean? Why do they give you 90 minutes in the beginning of every game? To take your time to come up with something.
Yeah.
Of course, takes time. Of course it takes time.
Well, when I close my eyes, I don't have a full chessboard. I can't play a full game with my eyes closed.
Well,
not yet, anyways. That might take a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. White to move.
What do you mean now? You're circling around, mouse shuffling like crazy and saying nothing. And for the last 2 hours...
You want me to talk?
Basically, of course I want you to talk.
So... I can do a check with the queen.
And where can king go?
The king can go... Their king can go...
Visualize. Don't make a move.
Yeah,
Tell me where can the...
The king can go nowhere. Because this is protected, and then this is protected. So he's toast. He's toast. He's toast.
He's toasted. This is quite an interesting situation. This is a good one. This is a good one, and for the first time tonight, we're seeing something else in comparison to all those checks and forcing lines that we've just learned. It's black to move. But what do you have to do when you're confronted with one position Do you know that you first have to look at the material in the game? For example, why would you go for something else and not to exchange queens in this position? For example, that's the question. Or why should you exchange the queens, and should you do it? And how do you come up with those kind of conclusions during the game?
Well, my first instinct for this is
There is,
is a check.
Mhm.
That's my first instinct is to.
but it's not I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, should you trade the queens off or not? That's my general question here. How do you decide during the game, should you trade the queens or not, or what?
So it's counting the leftover pieces.
Aha.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the material balance on the board.
Correct.
Is there material balance on the board?
3 pawn. Well, 3 pawns on that side. 3 pawns. I have more, but he's got a bishop that is stronger.
I understood you nothing.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No, 4, 5, 6. So we're even, I guess.
Do you know
Even.
who's counting pieces on the board? 2 years old kid counting pieces on the board.
Yeah.
He's gonna say he's got 6 pieces. We have 6 pieces. He's got 7 pieces.
But we have
got
7.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, man. You're counting number of pawns and pieces on the board. It's different. When we talk about pieces, I'm talking about knights
Points.
and bishops. When you talk about pawns, you talk about pawns. White has 5 pawns, black has 6 pawns, but white has a bishop. Better in that position.
Okay, what's your
In
question?
terms of material.
In terms of material, his is stronger because he has the bishop and I only have pawns.
So that's what I'm telling you. When you're confronted with one position, or somebody tells you, Dylan, how would you assess this position? You should just say, okay, but black is down a piece. If you're down a piece, are you supposed to trade pieces?
No.
Perfect. You should complicate the matters. Or in
But
this
this is-
specific case,
But this is my
Okay,
initial. That was my initial. Like F3 is my initial. That was my initial instinct from the beginning.
your initial instinct is good. And my question is, but don't make it. Don't make it. Don't make it. You gotta practice visualization. We're, to be honest with you, we're on a way to not only improve. You really improved a lot. You see now mates that we could just dream that you would be able to see them in the past, but now you see them. You find them. You find sometimes even couple of moves you can visualize better. And now we're in a step closer on, like teaching you how to visualize, for example, 2 moves in advance. That's a big thing for you. For example, take a look at this one. So it's your turn. We just realized that we're not supposed to exchange queens. You're right about that because you're down materially.
Yeah.
And your instinct was good. Intuitively, you immediately wanted to give check to your opponent with the queen f3. So good for you. And if you play queen f3, don't make a move. He goes queen g2 to prevent
block.
that. To block. What should you do? He once again wants to trade the queens off. So you play queen f3.
Okay, so
you play
queen.
queen f3.
So just do it, or visualize it.
No.
I'm visualizing.
No.
I'm visualizing.
Let's visualize. Let's
Okay.
visualize. I know I'm torturing you. I know I'm torturing you.
No. This is how. Okay, so queen moves down.
Nice.
He has no choice. White has to move
Nice.
down and has
Nice.
to move down and
Nice.
block.
Nice. And now, where are we going to move the queen away?
Oh, I think I know. So his queen is stuck there. No, his queen is stuck there. But I could then check again by moving up to like D1.
Fantastic. And when he once again goes back with the queen because it's the only move on G1.
Then I move my king up to H3, and then he's.
How can you move? But how can you move the king? If your queen is under the attack? I thought
Okay.
that you were like one step from finding like one of the most beautiful things so
Oh,
far.
because he would take it. Sorry, he would if he. I can't leave my queen there because he'll take it with his queen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's go. So, and by the way, if you want to visualize better, if you want to be able to uh, simply imagine things a little bit better, repeating the moves over and over. So once again,
Okay.
Queen F3 check.
So queen F3
G2.
check. White. White blocked.
Somebody in the chat room says use arrows. Use arrows. That could be a good thing.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know how to draw
Okay,
arrows?
so I never. Okay. I don't want to mess it up. I can't remember how to use the arrows. Is it the other
Doesn't
button?
matter. Forget about arrows. You don't even know how to come up with perpetual check, not to mention arrows.
I did learn before a little bit, but I can't remember right now.
So let's go. Right click and drag. They said.
Oh, it's right click and drag. Okay, so this.
Mm-hmm.
This is check again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now can you imagine that you now said King H3 and he'd be
So
able
if I did King H3, then he would just take my queen, and that's stupid.
Yeah, exactly
So
what I'm
that's a
telling
no-no.
you.
That's a no-no.
But now,
Well, I have to move the queen.
of course, you have to. And where should you move it?
I have to do a check, so it's got to be no. Oh, back to this spot.
Back to that spot, man, and that's perpetual check in chess, and you now just learned the
So that goes on and
method.
on and on forever?
Exactly. You've just learned the method of going with perpetual check, and you're down a piece. Do you know how big thing is that when you play a game of chess and all of a sudden you're completely lost and you come up with perpetual check? It's fantastic.
So then, when does the game end?
The game ends after a threefold repetition.
So then it would be just like as a tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you for 3 times repeat the same position, it's automatically drawn.
Okay. I definitely didn't know. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
now
I knew that
even
for
though-
stalemate. I thought that's what.
No, but much more important thing than that is that you learn that method and thing with the perpetual check with the queen f3, queen d1, queen f3, queen d1. That's a very big thing in blitz games, and you cannot even imagine how many times pro players save their lives with that kind of a check.
Oh,
That's a big thing.
just to say, like, just to get a half a point as opposed to losing.
Because you were down a piece.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how big thing and salvation is that if you just find the perpetual check? Okay, let's go.
Okay. White to move. So I think I want to move the queen to here.
But just a moment. Once again, we go back to thinking process where you have to begin with checks. And once again,
Oh, I see it.
we
Isn't it? Sorry, queen b7.
and not only that, you always have to list out the possibility of checks. And for example, here I have a couple of possibilities for checks: queen b4, queen b7. So don't go for the first one that you're seeing, but you just go with you just list them. You gotta list them out. And here you go with the queen b7, and it's mate. Yeah.
White to move.
Mm-hmm. Go for the very first check you're seeing. List out the possible checks, and then let's discuss them.
Okay.
Dance with me. Let's go. Stop.
Well, the two checks, I figured out which one it is, but if I move the queen up to straight up, then
Dance with me.
he has the opportunity, or they have the opportunity to move down. But if I move the queen to the corner here, he's like the person's toast because they're stuck.
So,
Hold my hand.
is this mate?
Yes,
You're beautiful.
absolutely.
Congratulations, you've just found mate.
Dance with me. Let's go.
Black to move.
Stop. Just breathe. Be with me.
You found 27 positions, you know. Okay, here and there you had a bit of a help and hints, but in general, this was
Dance with me.
simply something that we couldn't imagine in the past.
Yeah, I
27.
never even looked at that number yet, but yeah, that's the.
Bring the beat back.
So I don't see any checks, but I kind of feel like I should be pushing this pawn.
Dance with me.
Pushing where?
Let's go.
Pushing the pawn, like
Stop.
Yeah, pushing the pawn to.
no,
B3,
I can push it, but I can also take it. So it's like
and
pawn
that,
takes
that
and then
is that actually depends on proper calculation in chess. You're right. You have to make one of those two moves.
Yeah.
One is enough for draw, maybe even worse for black. Another one wins for black. So now take your time and calculate these moves. You're gonna be able to calculate them by visualizing them properly. Take your time.
Dance with me. Let's go. Hold my hand.
well, to me it's seems smarter to take it because
Dance with
this
me.
white can't get me next. Oh, like it can attack me next if I'm on the dark square.
Just breathe.
Does that make
And
sense?
if you push it, what's the difference if you push your pawn to
Dance with
b3?
me. Let's go. Dance with me.
If I push it to b3,
Mm-hmm.
it is protected by this bishop.
No, you're threatening b2 to promote the queen. That's the point. And not to mention that it's also protected by the bishop.
Look
But
into my eyes.
what are they going to do?
Hold my hand. Dance with me.
I can't visualize what they're gonna do next. So, like, if you're saying if I take it,
No, I'm saying if you push it because you said I.
Okay, so if I
would
put-
like to-
if I push it,
Mhm.
Dance with me. Let's go.
I really don't know what they're gonna do next.
What are you threatening if you push it to b3?
Just breathe.
What's the point of pushing the pawns in chess?
Well, to get closer to a queen.
Let's
To
go.
promote it.
Yeah, to
So
promote.
basically, if you push it to b3, you'd like to push it to b2 and to eventually promote it to b1.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Dance with me.
So, if you play b3, you're just threatening to play b2. How is white going to stop it?
Not very easily.
Not very easily means he can do it hardly. Oh,
The next thing that he might do is, like, I'm just talking out of, if it's gonna be a race, then he might try to kill this pawn and then move his queen as well.
Dance with me.
but if it's race, he's gonna need like 36 moves to promote that pawn. You just need 2 moves to promote the queen, right?
Yeah.
What kind of race is that?
Well, a race that I win.
If I play b3, b2, b1 queen, that's a race in 3 steps. If he goes bishop e7, bishop a6, bishop e7, a6, b a7, a8 queen, he needs like literally 6 or 7 moves.
Yeah. So
So
I should just take it and keep pushing it because I don't know what he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do next. If I take his pawn, I don't know what he's gonna do next. He might move his bishop to block me for the future.
This one is difficult. This one is difficult. This one is difficult. And this one, you just have to imagine, should you take it or should you push it? And that actually depends on your move after you take it or push it. And that also depends on their possibilities to stop and fight against that pawn.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, they can fight easier in this position if you take on c3 because they have some d5 ideas, they have some bishop f4 ideas, and in that case it's just going to be way more difficult for you to promote that pawn to c1. But if you play and push your pawn to b3,
Yeah.
there is no way, there is no force to stop that pawn being pushed to b1.
There's nothing, but they would.
There's nothing.
No, like they can't catch
What?
me. Yeah, they can't catch me with this bishop.
I have a question for you. Let's imagine one thing.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
practice visualization.
Okay.
Let's imagine you push your pawn up to b3,
Okay.
and he goes with bishop a4, threatening to give up that bishop for the pawn. Otherwise, you're gonna promote the queen.
But I
black
run. I'm already running.
and black pushes that pawn to b2.
Okay.
So I'm talking b3, bishop a4, b2.
But why
And
would he go there? Because I would take it with my knight. If he pushes to a4, I move up one, and then he pushes to b3.
Not to b3. Now
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's quite no. Listen to me carefully.
Okay.
And now that bishop from a4 goes on c2 to prevent b1 promotion. What do you play? But don't make moves. So keep repeating the moves again and again to visualize.
Okay.
b3, b3, bishop a4, b2, bishop c2. b3.
Oh, I see.
Bishop
I
A4.
see what you were saying. You were saying this bishop moves over. No.
I said b3, bishop a4,
Bishop.
b2,
Okay. This
b3,
one. A4.
bishop a4.
Yeah.
Wants to give up that bishop for the pawn.
Yep.
b2, b2, b2. Pawn goes on b2, wants to be promoted on b1.
Yeah.
And then white bishop from a4 goes on
Over
c2
here.
to. Not over there.
Sorry, no.
From a4 goes on c2, man.
I know it's hard to remember. So this, I'm trying to see if I can do it this arrow. Oh. So that goes there. That goes there.
And now b2, and now b2, and now b2,
That goes
b2.
there.
Yes, and now bishop from a4 goes on c2.
Bishop from a4 goes to c2.
Yes.
Oh, to block the.
Oh my goodness, you did it.
And I remembered how to use arrows. Okay, I know how to use arrows now again. Okay.
What are you supposed to do with the black pieces in that case? He's just stopped, literally stopped your pawn promotion on b1.
Yeah, but then I would take him with my knight.
Nice, 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 nice.
Is that the whole thing? That's the whole thing? Okay.
Yeah, perfect, 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 perfect. Good job. Good
So
job.
one.
Good job.
Oh, sorry.
Stop, you're black, man. You're black. He's just attacking your bishop.
Well, I just keep pushing.
Exactly.
I just keep pushing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There we go.
Perfect. Ooh,
How are you
it wasn't
feeling?
easy.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling? We can have a momentary chat break. chat break.
Oof.
How high of numbers do you think we're gonna get to today?
I don't know, if you carry on like this, you're gonna surpass Carlson.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, there's a story I can tell you. I did actually play a game with him.
Against Magnus.
No. He was my partner.
Really?
Yeah. So at Pub Chess, when Magnus visited Toronto, we did play a game together.
Nice.
It wasn't a very good game, so we were a little bit. We had a couple people giving us a couple drinks at the chess, so it was a very a very messy game that I wasn't a good partner in that game.
I guess it's because of his moves, not yours.
Of course, yeah. Because yeah. So he was the brain, I was moving. Wait, yeah, I was the hand, but he was not happy with my moves at all.
Ooh, I could imagine.
It would have been a good it was hand and brain. It would have been a very good video, but we were a little bit too I think the video we would have been just a little too messy.
I wish I could see that video. That should be a fun one.
Yeah, well, it's still it's filmed. It's definitely filmed.
Somebody asked, how is this puzzle rated so hard?
They think that this puzzle is it's too easy.
If you asked me, I would have given this one at number 1. It's so easy.
Oh, yeah, got it. This is that.
Nice,
Good.
nice.
That was
You're black. Can you push your opponent promote on D8? That's the question.
so yes. But it's gonna get eaten right away.
So it means not. Right?
What else? Okay, so do I move the king over? No, I move the king over, for example, here. So then I make room for the other. I make room for the other.
You can. That's once you've just applied the idea of clearing.
Yeah, got it.
Clear up the way for the pawn going on
So there,
E7,
this goes
and
there.
he can't stop your pawn
Yeah.
promotion. Congratulations, fantastic! Because in the chat room, I realized that many guys made a mistake about this one, and you did find the right one.
Because this is okay. Basically, he can't touch this. He can't touch this.
Nice. If he can't touch it, then you just promote it.
Yeah.
Nice, great job. Congratulations again. This is a piece of cake if you understand the idea. And one of the most important. Somebody asked me a question to Maya, do you think it's better to learn puzzles without using arrows, or does it matter in your opinion? In my opinion, it does matter. So use it without using arrows, because for example, in that position where his bishop was on c2, he easily saw that the knight could take on c2. Without arrows, maybe he wouldn't be able to visualize it so easily. So it's always better to practice harder way It's gonna be harder in the beginning, but as the time goes by, you're just going to get better.
Yeah. And like, but I haven't been using arrows like most of like.
No, don't worry about
Yeah.
that. Don't worry about that. You can use arrows
But it
because
is good. Like it's good in the conversation, you know. But it is better to have learn mentally, of course. And that's the. But I actually have dreamt. I have like dreamt in my sleep about chess. If I was like playing a lot of like, just a lot of I don't think games as much, but for what we're doing now, this Puzzle Rush. I think I've dreamt of Puzzle Rush, not like puzzles, but not actual real games.
you
Does that make
dreamt the
sense?
puzzle, right?
I'm saying that if I've had dreams about chess, it's about like
Yeah.
it's about puzzles. It's not about like a real game.
Interesting enough. Yeah. Okay.
So is this?
This actually goes to a basic concept of the pawn endgames. Pawn endgames are very simple for playing if you're materially up.
So
And
I
pawn
yeah.
endgames
Like
and
I
pawn
pictured
endgames
this.
are always won, and pawn endgames are always won for a side who's got a passed pawn. Those are important things. People ask you about these dreams about chess. Am I in your dreams about these chess dreams?
That's a good question, but so
Like,
it's
am I yelling at you in your dreams?
so
Do you have
because
nightmares like that?
so I don't remember my nightmares, but if I did have them, I would have had them when we first started our chess lessons. You know, during COVID, I probably.
I remember that
Yeah.
that was a difficult experience for you.
But I think it's also good. Like there's been lots of time. The brain cells have like killed all those nightmares. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So
So if you want me to explain, the first thing I would do is checks, but my check would be D5. D5 is the check,
mhm.
and then that forces him. That forces him to go to H4.
No, that doesn't force him to go on H4. That's
No?
only one of the possibilities.
Oh, no.
There's a possibility to take on G5 as well, right?
You're saying for me to take, like you're saying exchange pieces. Oh, I get it. If you exchange the rooks, then that clears that way. So then those pawns walk up. They walk straight up to the to promote.
What would you play here? I don't want to help you with this one because it's.
Did you hear what I just said though?
Yes, I did hear.
So if I move this, if I take the rook, and he takes the rook, he captures my rook back, and then that leaves like a clear way for me to promote.
That sounds amazing.
That's the. So then I would leave this piece, and then just move this one.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. You can't catch me.
Nice. Do you remember
else?
once when we had these lecture streams when you played some game against a guy who I accused of cheating, and eventually turned out that the guy was playing 21% accuracy?
Well, I know which. I don't remember the exact game. I know the situation. I remember. Yeah, I remember. What happened with
I
that?
said 100% you played against a cheater, and then we just did like the review of the game,
Yeah.
and it turned out that you both guys played on 22% accuracy. It was crazy one.
So we were both being just awful.
Well, for you, I guess it was pretty much expected, but nobody expected I would be that bad.
I know that was really funny.
Yeah, that was a funny one. Okay, let's go with this one.
I just want to grab a drink from right next door here. One sec.
Grab a drink.
I'm
I'm gonna
feeling
also
parched.
grab a drink.
I'm feeling parched. One sec.
I'm also gonna get something.
Here, I'll have a nice tea.
Here I am, Dylan.
What's this thing?
Somebody said good drinks are behind me. Yes, but it's not always a good time to take them.
I'm literally trying to.
I believe this one is a good one, and maybe we can just take it once.
Well, if you're gonna have a stiff drink, I can have a stiff drink with you. But I don't have any stiff drinks up here. I have shots. There's lots of shots.
Next time. We're anyways deep into this.
Deep
let's just say,
into our-
lecture.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me,
Cheers,
Maya,
by the
will
way,
we ever...
it is Saturday, by the way. So happy Saturday.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
No, right now it's Saturday, but no, actually it's Saturday. You're right. Somebody asked me, just sorry for this, but they just asked me, Maya, will you ever publish a chessable course for Black? Because I published out 3 courses so far. Butcher the Sicilian. I have an amazing, and all my students have amazing results against Sicilian. Butcher with a bishop's opening, and the last one was Butcher the Scandinavian. I literally refuted all the Scandinavian stupid lines. And right now, I am writing, believe it or not, Wayward Queen or Patzer's opening for white. So it's going to be published very soon. E4, E5, Queen H5. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Patzer's opening?
Are you talking to me? No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
I have
doesn't
no
matter.
clue.
For all of the guys in the chat room who know about the Patzer's opening or Wayward Queen, I'm writing the book and it's going to be published very soon. It's very funny. I beat up and defeated more than 80 GMs so far with E4, E5, Queen H5.
How long
I
are these?
literally
Like
do
when
it-
you have to write about it, how long are these? How long is it?
Well, I don't know. It depends. It depends. Like, I don't know. It depends on the seriousness of the book and
Okay.
the analysis and all these variations. But
Is it
I mean, like-
hundreds of pages? Like hundreds of pages, or?
it's ebook. So you get a PGN and you get a video of mine with my I don't know explanations, commentaries, and
Okay.
stuff like that. It's on Chessable.
Right.
It's,
But it could be thousands of, like a lot. I don't know. I'm just wondering how
They're-
long they are. That's
there are like 300 different trainable variations, something like that.
okay.
So somebody said, wait, you're writing a book on playing the Wayward Queen in a serious way. Yes, I am writing, and you're gonna like it so much. And I defeated so far 80 GMs at least and played more than 5,000 games with a Wayward Queen opening. So if you like, once I can do a sub Sunday or some sub blitz tournament with the subs,
Yep.
and I can only and strictly play the Patzer's opening, and I guarantee I'm gonna kick everyone's ass. So this is like very serious to
You're-
threaten people with seemingly stupid or underestimated opening.
You're confident in that.
Well, that's a good thing in chess.
That's good, yeah.
Confidence. Yeah, I believe that's a good thing.
I'm gonna quickly give some shout outs. Because
Really?
just for some resubscriptions.
Yeah. Do it.
Well, there's been a few. Yeah, Vlad resubscribed. Nicholas got subbed Yasser. That's very nice of him. He subbed our GM Yasser, gifted sub. Happy as a Hippo 71 resubscribed. 38 months. That's pretty good. 38 months back to back. Or that's good. Sisior has subscribed with Prime. Primes are awesome because it's free. That's an easy one. Fat Barbie. That's a cute name. Very fitting for the movie, which I haven't seen yet. But it looks like it's good. Hello, Topher. Toph gave out a shout out to both of us. Thank you. And he's resubscribed. Royal Fork 66 has subbed. Who else? Chicken Pants, who we love. Hello, Chicken Pants.
I just have to say, Chicken Pants asked me, Mayo, will you ever coach me again? Yes, I am going to coach you, buddy.
Well, I know you have lots of pupils, and another.
No, but
You have a lot of pupils. Was he a good student?
ooh, similar to you.
A little.
He's gonna call me. He's gonna kill me when I say this.
But he can't be as fresh as me. He's got to play more chess than me. He has to.
He's amazing. He's amazing. I like him so much, but his chess has been troublesome for quite a long. But okay.
I don't know how many years he's been playing chess for. I don't know.
He's improved a lot. He's
Has he?
improved a lot.
Cool.
But he's not quite serious. Sometimes he's very hot with his trainings and stuff. Sometimes he just, okay, I don't have time now. Now he's writing something.
Well, Chicken Pants also, I have to say, like, we do Duolingo together, and I've been learning Spanish. But we just finished, last night, we just finished a little Duolingo challenge, me and Chicken Pants.
Nice. He's also learning Russian language.
Yeah, that's what he's, yeah.
The guy's talented. The guy's talented.
That's awesome. Well, it's awesome to learn other languages. Studying anything is good. Then we have, thank you for the comment about the Team Rocket shirt. This is a fun, yeah, it's a fun shirt. It's just a little hot, it's a little warm in the summer to wear a long sleeve top. And thank you for subbing, Funka, and Funkus, I can't say that name, but Funko, I'm gonna say Funko. And then BCCon, hello. And thank you for the sub again for tier 3. Reading sub things are like I need practice having to say all these crazy names.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're doing good.
I don't know. It sounds bad. And then we have Nit said Prime, who's going to be doing chess boxing. I think that's a pretty cool thing. Have you ever done chess boxing, Maya?
Me?
Yeah.
When I was younger, but not chess boxing, kickboxing.
Kickboxing. Well, you can do
But not
kickboxing,
anymore.
kickboxing chess.
No, I know what the chess boxing is. I used to be a kickboxer, but not anymore. So I'm not doing anything anymore. Now I'm just playing chess and even badly playing this game.
So kickboxing, you would just like walk around a room and take a box and just kick a box. What's fun about that? Why not a soccer ball? Why are you kicking a box around?
Kickboxing is when you use your both legs and arms for fighting in this one. So it's a low. There are like kicks like low kick, like high. But okay, it's not like kicking the boxing.
No. Okay. Is it like
I like that. I like that one. That's a good definition of kickboxing.
Yeah. There's other jokes I could say, but they're not appropriate. There's not appropriate.
Yeah. That one I like. I like that one.
Yeah, that's too funny. Okay, do you want me to think again?
Let's go with this one. Let's see if you're gonna be able to find this one.
I do. I'm gonna apologize, by the way, for chat. I'm not gonna like read tons of chat today because it's gonna. I just need a conversation. Mayo's better at responding to the chat right now.
Yeah, but I also keep missing some messages. For example,
Some important messages.
yeah. Some of these guys asked me a couple of times same things, and I forgot to answer.
Someone asked how high is Dilla right now. I don't know.
How high is Dylan right now?
I'm like 1.5 feet off the ground. That's it. That's it. That's how high I am. And I've had some coffee today, and now I'm having a iced tea. That's about it. But it is. I know people are starting to. The people are warming up into the Saturday. Saturday night. Shirts are rare, aren't I supposed to be having fun? I know previous things. I know I would be like super scared sometimes. Those initial streams, like I would literally be shaking in my. Yeah, I'd be little nervous having to do these. But I'm gonna learn. Not so scared now. I'm not afraid of you, Maya.
You're great. You're doing great, and you're not afraid of me anymore. That's a good thing.
No, but you should be a little. I can be a little bit afraid of what you're gonna. By the end of the summer, if I haven't improved a lot, then I hope there has to be a little bit of fear from a coach.
There has to be.
There has to be a little bit of fear.
I became kind of soft. I can see that.
Well, give it time. Give it time. You'll have weeks of practice.
Let's go with this one.
Lessening.
What can you tell me about this one? I haven't thought about this one, to be honest, and I don't think it's so easy.
Okay. White to move.
Somebody said, should I get a coach if I'm 1400 on chess.com? I believe it's time to make a step closer to that one.
I think people, even if you're a GM, you can still be coached. Like you can be coached at any level in chess.
I just have to tell you something. This is going to sound like very interesting. On Tuesdays or Wednesdays, we're going to run a very interesting coaching sessions. Since I'm a pro coach, I'm going to coach your brother, Grandmaster Eric Hansen, and keep in mind I'm an IM and I'm coaching a GM. So I'm going to be coaching him some tricky lines, some interesting, exciting variations, and it's going to be usually right before Title Tuesdays or Arena Kings.
Okay.
And then he's gonna have an obligation to use them. Maybe it's an obligation, maybe it's just fun and joy.
But to
use
practice
those
those
lines, to practice them in Arena Kings or this one. So that's a good thing, and that's even good for higher rated and advanced players, because you guys can learn a lot and you also can have lots of fun and entertaining with that one. So all together with these, let's just say, and let's call them beginner sessions with Dylan, we're just going to have an advanced sessions with Eric Hansen. Don't forget, I used to coach Eric in the past, like 20 years ago.
That's heavily advanced sessions.
That's heavily advanced. Eric is one of the top world players in Blitz and Rapid, so it's always very entertaining. And can you imagine, I can still coach a GM who's like way better than me, like 20 times better than me in chess.
Well, the catch is it's easier to coach someone that basically you can have a serious deep conversations.
Yeah. With Eric, it's going to be lots of fun, and believe it or not, those lessons are going to be easier for me than these ones.
Yeah,
Uh, and by the way, just like
Oh,
you
but he'll
said,
troll you too. Just like he'll troll you on other stuff. Like your Armani Exchange T-shirt.
yeah, like our money exchange. He's gonna troll me. He's gonna troll me, but okay, I'm gonna troll his chest as well.
Yeah, that's okay.
Uh,
You can and you can troll his fashion as well too.
yeah, he got older. He's also a little bit chubby, not anymore like he used to be, sharp and tough.
Yeah.
So I would use
He's-
an expression, but I'm not allowed to do it now.
He's taking care of himself. It just just everyone's at a different pace. Everyone's at their own pace in life.
Exactly.
Okay,
What
I've
do you
looked at
suggest
this.
in this position?
Yeah, so to be continued, you're going to be doing more coaching on more Hansons.
More Hansen. I'm coaching Hansen brothers.
Um,
This is difficult one, to be honest with you. I keep looking at this one and it's not easy at all. I mean, I did find it, but this is not for you. But let's see. How would you play? And let's actually full for one. Somebody said I got it.
okay,
Good
so
for you, buddy. What would you play,
a
Dylan?
couple of the things that I'm looking at in general. So I'm not
This
being
is really difficult one. This is really difficult.
I'm not
one
being
for you.
threatened. I'm not being threatened right now by anything. Like my king isn't threatened, meaning I'm not in check. My pawn is hanging, which it's just hanging. That's just what it is. Wait, what was the last move? Whatever. The pawn's hanging. I do like this pawn here because it's protecting, like, basically their king can't go anywhere south.
I'm waiting.
I can check with the king. Like, sorry, with my
Mhm.
queen. Like,
If
I
the
can check
king
with
goes
my
on
queen.
G7,
Pardon me?
and if the king goes on G7,
G7.
yeah. By the way, I wanna teach you one thing in chess.
Yep.
One of the best things is when you put your queen behind the rook. That's one of the most dangerous batteries in chess. So having the rook and the queen in one line, and queen to be behind the rook. That's so dangerous for your opponent. And you can do it here by bringing your queen to d3, giving check with tempo and creating a battery. But then what? What if king g7, queen d3 check, king
So
goes
he
on
would-
g7, then
Wouldn't. Okay. I'm trying to
nice
I'm trying to
one.
visualize it. Okay, so I'm trying to visualize. So my check is D3,
d3, king g7.
King G7.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would do Queen. I'm guessing I would do Queen. Queen F3. I would just move down to check again.
But you're not doing check. I said king g7. I didn't say king takes f7.
Oh, you're okay. It just goes up. Oh, then I would take the queen. Then I would take the queen.
How would you take the queen?
Okay, this is harder to visualize. Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
It's hard to visualize. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, you
Let me use
definitely
arrows.
have. Mm-hmm.
Okay, queen goes here. Queen goes to d3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He moves up. If he doesn't take that, what do I do next? I could move queen. I don't know what I would do. I don't know.
No. What are you going to do? What do you think? Let's go. Like, let's go. Let's make moves. Do one at a time. So queen d3 check, king g7.
Okay, so this is check. Sure. If it gets harder, then it's easier to do one at a time because it is hard to visualize.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's hard to visualize some of these things. Okay.
What now? Now the crucial move should happen. Somebody said we need to see him play a whole game, please.
Wouldn't it be this?
For what purposes?
I don't know.
I agree that this is too hard for a beginner. From another point of view, he reached 31 with a bit of a help here and there by me or by someone in the chat room, but Dylan in the past couldn't cross more than 5 or 6 in this survival, and this is just great, and this is a big improvement and step forward for this guy. Let's go. I mean, if you fail, it's not a problem. We anyways should finish this stream. And by the way, keep in mind this was a testing stream today.
Yeah, this was a testing stream. This is a.
We're just going to do more of these as a regular ones on the Fridays or Saturdays. Also, keep in mind. We are going to play, actually Dylan is going to play the whole games, we're going to analyze them, and that is going to be very nice. Also keep in mind, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'll do those coaching sessions with Eric Hansen, and then he's going to use those lines in Arena Kings or Tyler Tuesdays, and I believe it's going to be very interesting.
Okay, so I'm gonna say for instinct right now, so I can protect the pawn, and I don't know.
Well, let's go. Do it.
I'm
It's a
gonna try
mistake,
this.
but do it.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, rook d6 was a move, by the way, but doesn't matter. Rook d6 was a move.
Rook d6.
Yeah, in
Oh, that
previous one.
to threaten the queen.
Yeah, and then queen g6 penetration, and meeting the king. So let's go. This one.
Okay.
It's your turn. What do you play here? Nice. check once again, and it's not
Yeah.
only check, it's mate.
Yeah, because
It's
it's
mate, Dylan. Without me, you easily found it. This is a pretty typical thing. You pin the knight.
oh, this is pin. You're saying this is pinning their queen.
I got a message. Get a fucking your phone while you're teaching. But I'm just reading a commentary by people in the chat room, buddy. Stop for a moment.
Yeah, yeah.
So you pin the knight, and at the same time, your opponent is just attacking your queen. You can do something tricky here. It's very typical tactics on all kinds of levels. I've seen even GMs blundering pieces like this in the past. Like the Purple Pixel said, this is a classic.
Well, I would like. I either want to block. I either want to block this, because if I move the queen, I can't take it because the rook. Sorry, the knight will take my queen if I take it.
Yeah, yeah, nice.
For some reason, I think of just blocking it for now.
Just like I told you, it's a classic tactics.
But how
it's
do you-
very common.
So I don't know if I should block it with the pawn.
But you can do so many things.
Yeah, because
by
that
attacking
opens
the
that
bishop.
yeah.
Playing bishop e2, play f3, and so on, and it's fine. It's fine. But there is a way better idea.
Is a way better idea.
For example, every
The queen can also go over here. And
chess player should be familiar with the following type of trick.
okay, so I'm gonna just move the pawn because I don't. It's either move the pawn or move the bishop. Let's try it.
Okay, it's fine. This is the longest streak ever. Congratulations! Actually, the second time, but okay, it's I believe, yeah, it's yours. Congratulations, you were doing great. Go back with this one to show you the solution.
Yeah.
Just yeah, you should take the knight with the bishop instead of bishop e2. Take the knight with the bishop,
Wait, how?
and
Take-
then you do the counter attack. He's attacking your queen. You take the knight and attack his queen. And on top of all that, he doesn't even have any more defense of the bishop on g4. And you just take that. And you win material.
I know you literally just said that, but like, it literally went in one ear and straight out the other. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. But congratulations, man. You were doing great tonight. Once again, this was a testing first stream after a couple of years. I'm coming back on chessbrah. I'll be here much more with you guys on regular basis with Dylan once a week, with Eric Hansen hopefully on regular basis once a week, teaching him some tricky stuff, openings that he's going to use in Title Tuesdays and Arena Kings. So both will be covered. Beginners, medium levels, and even advanced players. You all are going to like this so much.
Should we not? Well, yeah. I'm gonna learn. I'll get my head back into practicing more and playing more.
Dylan, congratulations. You were great tonight.
Thank you. I feel good that this was a good warm up. I haven't done puzzles for a little bit, so
Nice. Congratulations. This was really encouraging. Also, once again, I have to say, we like your hair so much. It's nice. Conditioner was there. Fine. Everything. Balsam. Fantastic. Chess is good. So all conditions are fulfilled for improvement.
yeah, you can only I can only get better. I can't get any worse. So
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Depends, as long as I'm focused and, you know, that's it. Not too
Thanks,
distracted.
Eric.
Actually, the one thing about chess, playing chess and streaming, or being around a lot of people, you get used to lots of distractions. So there's music playing, there's people
Yeah.
around, like there's always like, yeah, that's, which I think is good practice if you can think with having a lot of distractions, because in a real chess tournament, it's like everything's quiet, everyone's quiet.
No, but that's a great point. Even nowadays, you have like even during the tournaments, you have like lots of distractions,
Yeah.
and that's a good point. I like that statement. So you're right.
But aren't the
You just
distractions
have
at
to-
tournaments just like bad fashion?
Mhm, mhm.
Just think about what I said. Tournaments in bad
Hmm?
fashion.
Sorry?
Isn't the distraction at tournaments bad fashion?
It's a bad fashion, but okay. I mean, it does happen. It does happen, and you just have to get used to it. So many times you have someone's phone is ringing.
Right.
Then you have some guy who just wants to fight with another guy. Someone who's yelling. Somebody who's, I don't know,
Crying?
stings, just playing next to you, and he stinks like crazy. So you have so many distractions during these games, and you just have to get used to it.
Yeah. Sweaty chest.
Okay. I'll see you next week.
I'm gonna pause. Let me grab Eric for a second because I don't remember the buttons and everything. So pause.
Aha. But okay, we're doing actually. We're just finishing with the stream, huh? So we're just waiting for him to finish. Somebody keeps telling about some both players lose castle. I don't know what you're talking about. About which castle? Somebody keep talking about some losing castling, but it's not even that important. Guys, thanks so much for watching us tonight. Hope that you enjoyed. Dylan has improved a lot. It's even better for my nerves. I'm not that anxious anymore. And by the way, I'm not that shouting and yelling like crazy like I did in the past. So it's pretty good. Keep in mind, I'll be here just like in 2 or 3 days doing it with Eric Hansen. I believe it's going to be Wednesday. Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central European time. We're going to be doing who's my pick for the World Cup. I mean, what kind of question is that, considering the fact that Magnus Carlsen is playing there? So he's also pretty hot in terms of he wants to play once again. He wants to compete. He's not a holder of the World Cup title, so I believe he found his motivation, and definitely the best player in the history of this game, and he's my pick, of course. Once again, keep watching my YouTube channel, strictly about the openings and some of my games and fun stuff like that. And see you in 3 days. See you on Wednesday. I'm gonna be here with Hansen before his Arena Kings or Title Tuesdays on chess.com. So basically, he will. There we go. Eric Hansen is here. So, hello, Eric.
Hey. How's it going?
Are we still Are we still online?
Yes.
You can't believe how your brother improved. You can't believe. He came to Puzzle Rush Survival to number 32. He's seeing mates pretty easily. He's getting a lot better. We keep working on some visualization. That guy is improving a lot. I'm proud of him.
You heard Dylan, Miles got a lot of good things to say, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Amazing. I also
He's
told
quite
people
satisfied.
about about how we're meeting on Wednesday. So hopefully it's gonna be an interesting concept, even for better players, so they can find it pretty entertaining as well.
Definitely. I gotta get into the chess room. Wednesdays, Mayo and I will look at some stuff.
Okay, so thank you so much, and I'm gonna make sure to wear another Armani Exchange T-shirt for 19 years old kids.
Okay, excellent.
It's wrong.
Okay, you have a good one.
So we'll
and
see you Wednesday for sure. And if you want to beat up the viewers before then, just let me know. We're happy to have you back.
Yeah. I'm gonna beat up yours, but I believe we're gonna do it next week.
Sounds good.
We're
Thank
gonna
you,
do it
Mayo,
next-
today.
Yeah, you'll
Thank
see
you.
Dylan soon next weekend.
Yeah, Dylan next weekend, and I promised to viewers, because I'm writing on Chessable book E4, E5, Queen H5, Petzer's opening or Wayward Queen. So I'm finishing that book, and I just promised them I'm gonna kick their ass with Queen H5 as well.
Perfect. It's good advertisement.
Well, it's advertising as well. Thanks so much, and see you on Wednesday, bud.
See you.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
Mayo.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty. That's good. Thank you, Dylan. Say
Thank
goodbye
you,
to the
Eric,
viewers.
thank you, Eric, for reconnecting Mayo and I.
Definitely.
We will. That was a nice, soft, like a nice. That was fun.
It was fun?
Yeah,
Good.
it was fun. Nice and
Good
casual,
start.
nothing too stressful yet.
Mhm.
But I just wanted to let him see that I could think a little better than before, and that I know where the chess pieces move. And
Yeah,
thank
no,
you.
it was a good start.
And it's getting practice of just like I
Good
will
chat and everything.
yeah, to read and pay attention to more things. But that's what I told him just now, is that it's good practice to have lots of distractions around while you're you're also learning at the same time.
Yeah. So August is Dylan and Mayo month.
Okay.
There's gonna be some weekly stuff. Excited.
It's called training. Yeah, summer training camp.
So definitely, if you're around in Discord or social media, you stay tuned. It's gonna be some weekly stuff with Mayo. So
Cool.
check out his YouTube. We got it in the command. Otherwise, yeah. Have a good Saturday.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
See you soon.
Make sure to follow the channel.